Sanibonani bafethu, nginibingelele kuphi nakuphi ila nibola khona lo live. Kanti-ke uma ngokuqala usijoyina kulo leli khasi izwe media kwamulekile. Igama lami uSibonga konke wakandwandwe. Abanye-ke bangibiza intatheli ka-YouTube. Bafethu-ke ngiye ngathi kuba ney'xakaxaka kancane ku-live owedlule. Kodwa-ke sengiphinde ngabuya njengamanje ngihamba naso isivakashi sethu enisilindele ngabomvu. Futhi-ke esithandwa kakhulu left and right. Ngaphandle kokuthi ngikhulume kakhulu bafethu, ake ngivele-ke ngisamukele sona isivakashi sethu sanamhlanje.
Hello, sanibonani ninjani?
Ngikubingelele sisithenjiwe, ngiphinde ngikwamukele ekhona la kwizwe media.
Yebo sanibonani, thank you so much for inviting me. Kumnandi kuba lapha. It's nice to be here.
Ngiyathemba ukuthi-ke abantu bebengasakwazi nokulinda bese belokhu beyibuza ukuthi kwenzakalani ngendlela abakulindele ngakhona.
I am so happy ukuthi ngilana yazi. Yeah, we had a bit of technical problems, but we are back now. I'm ready for you. I'm ready to answer all your questions. Everything you ever wanted to ask me today. Ngingowakho.
Hayi sibonge kakhulu nanesikhathi sakho sisithenjiwe ukuthi-ke uhloniphe ukuthi-ke uvumele isicelo sethu ukuthi-ke ube nathi khona la kwizwe media. Kanti-ke ngaphandle kokuthi-ke ngikhulume kakhulu, ngiyathemba-ke abantu sebelindele bafuna ukwazi ukuthi who is Thenjiwe the comedian. Masikhuluma ngoThenjiwe mawuchazela umuntu ongamazi, ngabe ubani uThenjiwe? Khulunywa ngobani?
Thenjiwe is a woman of many talents and many actions. Thenjiwe is from KwaMashu, eSinqawini, lapha ngakavezwa unyawo. Thenjiwe is an entertainer, born entertainer. She's a mother, she's a sister, she's a neighbor, she's everything that you can ever think of. My first love is performing and using performance and comedy, especially comedy, to deliver a message. Nokufundisa ngezinto that were denied as abantu abansundu. So I'm very big on making sure ukuthi I carry the message for the next generation. Ukuze bangaduki nabo njengathi. I use my comedy as well as the movies and TV work that I write for or do in the show. It's something that's not just entertaining, but also educate. I call it edutainment, so that the future and the next generation can have knowledge. So there is Thenjiwe. Thenjiwe is also a lawyer, but she is a performer first. Lokho kunye is just because I wanted to understand the law. I wanted to have a fallback, like our parents always say, have a real job, have something to fall back to. And also I've always been interested with history too and why certain laws are made. So that's uThenjiwe. As far as ukumazi kwami uThenjiwe, ngimazi elowo muntu. Oh, and uThenjiwe is a YouTuber, a full-time YouTuber now. Yo, akumnandi ka-YouTube, guys. Yazi abahleli. Angazi bahlalele.
So siyabonga kakhulu sisithenjiwe ngempendulo yakho. Sisangena nje siyeza ukuthi-ke kuningi okubalulayo abantu ade bengakwazi futhi abebefisa ukwazi ngawe. So mongathi utshela nje umuntu noma mongathi uyangichazela kabanzi kungani konke wena wavela emkhakheni wezamahlaya?
I think it was a calling more than anything. I believe ukuthi sonke sizalwa sineyiphiwo. Futhi sonke sizalwa sinazo iy'phiwo zokulapha kodwa silapha ngey'ndlela ey'hlukene. Abanye balapha ngemithi, abanye balapha ngokukhuluma kwabo, ukhulume naye umuntu and then you feel better afterwards. Abanye balapha ngamahlaya, abanye balapha by ukucula. Umuntu acule uzizwe ulapheka. I think nami amahlaya, it was my gift because I did drama. I always knew what I wanted to perform. My first degree was drama. I did drama at UT. But life ended throwing me to studying law. it was when I was a lawyer, like bona futhi sengiphindele stage okusho khona ukuthi hayi kusho ukuthi kwakuyisiphiwo sami. Uma ngikhuluma abantu they tend to pay attention uma ngabe ngenza i-comedy. I think it's just my gift. I'm probably living my ancestors' dreams because kufanele sikhumbule ukuthi i-history yase-South Africa denied abantu esivela kubona esiyimvelaphi yabo ukuthi benze izinto ey'thile. That's why manje you find that a lot of artists and there's a lot of creativity. There are a lot of writers coming up. There are a lot of stories being written because those who lived before us were denied lauma opportunities. That's why for me it's important to use ama-platforms njengo-YouTube where there is no third party that's going to decide ukuthi ungakwenza lokhu ungangakwenza lokhu. Ukuthi let us carry on leyo legacy and tell those stories and use amathalente ethu la esiwaphiwe umveli enqangi. So I don't think I chose comedy. I think it was just something ebengengikwazi ukuyibalekela because it kept following me.
Yo, ngiyakuzwa kakhulu sisime. So, omunye umbuzo nawo la uthi ke uqale nini ukubona ukuthi ngampela you are funny?
I've always known ukuthi ngifunny. Even at a young age, I was always that kid ehlekisayo eklasini mekade kunento ekhaya whether bekunomngcwabo noma yini mase ngilungisela abantu mhlawumbe ukuthi bebekhala kanjani noma u-anti bani bethini. I've always been that kid. I've always had funny bones. I've always seen funny ey'ntweni. I just didn't know at the time ukuthi it would be my career. No, I didn't know. Thina sasazi ukuthi uma une-talent loku-act uzoya ka-TV. I-stand-up comedy ukhumbule ukuthi bekungayona into yethu bekuyinto ebeyenziwa abelungu futhi nabo bebenza ama-joke angachazi ngoba bekwama-joke that were making fun of us. So nje i-stand-up comedy akuyona into ebesiyibukela phambili njengama-South Africans until we were introduced to stand-up comedy of the black comedians base-America. Nabo futhi bekungabona mina abantu abangichazayo because ama-jokes abo beyihaba enamanga and they didn't understand who they were because they were making jokes which were lies about Africa. Even the biggest American comedians, when you listen to their jokes, you're like, how we live in Africa. So for me, it was a later stage where I decided, no, let me use this platform to tell so in a light manner, in a funny way, but not lamanga bawakambayo. As if ungabe uhambe e-Africa nje ngizohlala namantombazane omama bahamba ngamabele as if sikhuluma ulimi olungekho and also nenhlamba ukuthi yonke ijoke yakhona iphela ngofaka.
Hayi ngiyakuzwa kakhulu abanzi futhi ke ngikuzwa kahle ngiyathemba ukuthi ke nabantu abaningi bayithokoza. So ngiyezwa nanokuthi ke awukho la eNingizimu Afrika izowunjani ukuthi ke usushaya amahlaya yakho washayela umhlaba jikelele.
Yes, ingakho futhi ngihlale ngiyitshela ukuthi hayi cha kushuthi into engangiyiphiwe nje ngizalwa because it was never difficult for me ukuthi ngithole imisebenzi emahlayeni. I've been very lucky. I've performed ey'ndaweni ey'ningi engaze ngiy'tshele nokuthi ngake ngiyoyivakashela like ko-Vietnam ngifike kugcwale futhi abantu bathenga amathikithi la wazi khona ukuthi cha lana kangaziwa. Ngike ngibona ukuthi bangiqasheleni ko-Thailand, ko-the Philippines, o-England, o-America, even African countries engangingayitshela ukuthi and thina masikhula especially as ama-South African asinalo nje ugqozi lokuyovakashela amanye ama-African countries. So i-comedy gave me that opportunity and platform yokuthi ngibona amanye amazwe e-Africa which also grew me as a person because it gave me a new understanding of what is Africa and who we are. So I've just been very fortunate with my career. That's all I can say. That's why I know it's a blessing. And I have no formula. This is what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to do it. I believe and you just respect it and respect the people that support it, kuyayivulekela.
Amagama akho a-powerful kakhulu. So njengoba sikubona nje usuthenjiwe the comedian, uqale nini ukwenza wona amahlaya njengoba nje amahlaya akho abantu bawathokozela kangaka?
Ngaqala ngo-2013 ukwenza, and then 2015 I took it full time. Kodwa nje ngiqale ukwenza ngo-2013 kuwukuthi bengisenza ngapha nangapha, then 2015 I prioritized wona amahlaya, ngase ngiwathatha kwaba yiyona nto full time engiyenzayo.
Abantu abaningi sisithenjiwe bayawuhlonipha lo mkhakha wakwa-law. So wena kuza kanjani ukuthi ugcine ushiye phansi izinto ze-law uhambe namahlaya? Njengoba-ke ikakhulukazi la eNingizimu Afrika ngokwendlela thina esi-operate-a ngayo, akusiyo into ejwayelekile ukuthi omunye umuntu ungamuzwa ethi, hawu, esengaze yeke ukuba yi-lawyer ehambe eyokwenza amahlaya, kanti unjani lo muntu?
It's because of colonization, a lot has been taken away from thina. Sitshela ukuthi fanele ufundele ukuba into ethile, ukuba into ethile, and that removes you from what you were born to do. So for mina, i-law was never my dream vele. Mangabe wenza into lezi ekuthiwa fundela ukuthi you're living somebody else's dream. If une-talent, follow your talent. That's when you are living your dream. Into okwazi ukuyiyela esikoleni uyoyifundela is not a gift. Nombani angahamba ayoyifundela. So kumina i-law has never been anything special other than ukuba curious about i-system and how they make these decisions, especially when it comes to decisions of injustice and discrimination. I would not put it above any other job or any other career. Yes, most lawyers get paid more than other people. But as a performer, as someone, uNkulunkulu akuphi gift, you can make a lot more money if ukuthi sikhuluma ngemali. If uzoyisebenzisa kahle gift yakho, you can make a lot more money. Because how many cases do you have to do to make the same money oyenza nge-hour mugcwalisa i-playhouse?
So usho ukuthi ngamanye amazwi abantu abasha, umuntu akalandele iphupho lakhe, engenzi into njengoba ngokuhubha imali, kodwa akenze ngoba ngaphakathi futhi kuyinto ayithandayo ngempela leyo nto.
Yes, as long as ungayenzi ngoba uthi osibanibani bayayenza, kube
So
nawe onayo oyizwa ngaphakathi. Nanokuthi, in having said that, ukubalulekile ukufunda ukuze ungaqhopheki ngoba lento esikuyona i-showbiz. So you have to understand the show and the business. You can't just understand one. So kubalulekile ukuthi ufunde, then uthathe leyo education uyisebenzise kuleso skill noma kulelo talent wena ophiwe lona, kunokuthi uyithathe imfundo yakho uyosebenzela abanye abantu uyoqashwa. Akumnandi ukuphila nge-salary, and I would like to see more Africans, especially Southern Africans, because we see it a lot with other Africans. But abakithi sisanale ngqondo yokuthi ngiyafunda, ngihambe ngiyogqoka ijazi bese ngiyosebenzela umlungu. Leyo nto kumele iphele.
Anamandla kakhulu sisa amagama akho, ngampela into le ekhona kuthina njengabantu abamnyama. So kanjani sizwa ukuthi-ke uhlisa abantu emhlabeni jikelele, ngabe futhi-ke mangakhi nje amazwe osowahambela ngawo umkhakha wezamahlaya?
I'm very happy. Especially into engijabulisa kakhulu ukuthi yazi umuntu angantshontsha zonke iy'ngubo zami, umuntu angantshontsha yonke imali enginayo esikhwameni noma ebhenki. Ukuba kuthiwa mhlampe ngiphila ngamabhizinisi noma ngamathenda, into engajika noma ikusasa leyo, but the one thing you can never steal from me is my talent and my grace. Into yami engazi ukuthi eyami. So iyangijabulisa leyo nto. I'm very proud. When it comes to countries I've visited, I don't even want to lie to you. It's a lot. I've almost visited all continents. I think I only have one or two to visit some continents. I've visited a lot of countries, and it's all ukuthanda kwabakithi. Hello, Queen of Sports.
So sisi Umuntu omkhulu, mina ngikuthatha njengomuntu omkhulu futhi ngiyakuhlonipha. So kuza kanjani ukuthi mkhulu kangaka abantu bekuthanda kodwa u-interact nabantu abale phansi to a lower level? Kuza kanjani kuwena lokho-ke ungayithathi njenge-celebrity?
Because I do not think ukuthi khona umuntu okwi-lower level. Impilo is a gift yaNkulunkulu. Sonke siyalingana, yes, siney'phiwo ey'hlukene, khona abadla kangcono kunabanye, khona abanemikhabe ecwebezelayo kunabanye. Kodwa especially nje kuley'khathi esiphila kuzona-ke, angazi ubani umuntu oyitshela ukuthi uyi-celebrity. Ngoba njengoba silana nje, there was a question uJozi Chuk was asking about ukuteleka. Akaze bavala othela. Kodwa ama-celebrity akaze aholele okwavala i-lockdown. Who's a celebrity now? Who's the celebrity now? Wena-ke uyayitshela abantu. Uyacabanga uma ungayitshela ukuthi usesosebenza e-Shoprite akazi nokusinkwa njengoba ama-celebrity angasebenzi nje kuvalwe wonke ama-events. Kodwa uma kuwukuthi uhambela phambili, abantu ngeke baze bakudabukele ngisho izinto sey'bheda. Nanokuthi umuntu ngabantu, singabantu ngabantu. Uma ngithi ngiyitshela ngabantu, imina yini engizoyibuka mese ngenza lawo mahlaya? Imina yini engizothenga amathikithi okuzobuka amashow wami? I believe ukuthi umuntu obukela abantu phansi, umuntu obezobukela abantu phansi, ngisho ngathi uyi-security, ngisho ngathi uyakorobha, ngisho ngathi uyi-school principal. In any wonke umsebenzi oyakuwona kuba khona nje umuntu wakhona oyitshelayo nje. Kukhona ngisho o-taxi driver abahlinayo nje. Uthi uyadlula emoli, uthi uyayihambela, uhlinelwe usisi okorobhayo nje, athi awahamba-ke uJesu wahamba phekwawo amanzi, ungamenzanga lutho. So it has nothing to do ukuthi wenza yiphi i-career ukuyitshela. Uma uyitshela uyayitshela nje.
Hhayi cha sisi, ngiyakuzwa kakhulu and amazwi awakhulumayo a-powerful, akusiyinto engakhulunywa noma ubani, futhi-ke akusiyinto ongayizwa noma kuphi, iyakha kakhulu. So ngikuzwile sisi kusanda nakuqala uhlelo uthe ungumzali. So how do you balance your activities ngapha awamahlaya nangapha umzali? Kuza kanjani?
I think lo umbuzo ofanele ngabe awusabuzwa ngo-2020 because abantu besifazane abamnyama bayaziwa nje ukuthi baya-multitask. Kuningi sasikhuliswa womama behleli emajalidini bekhulisa iy'ngane zabelungu, kodwa sikhule kube thina esiqotho size sidlule kwazona. So umuntu wesifazane omnyama nje can multitask, can do a lot of things. Akusiluli ukwenza izinto ey'ningi ngesikhathi esisodwa. So I don't even find it to be a problem because ngikhuliswe abantu besifazane aba-strong, abebesebenza, abangakaze babe wokhangezile. Umuntu wesifazane will do anything to make sure ukuthi ifamily yakhe idlile. That's why even omahosha kuba abantu besifazane abahoshayo, because they would rather badayise into abayiphiwe uNkulunkulu enestock esingapheli kunokuthi umndeni wabo ulambe noma bona balambe. So as umuntu wesifazane nje, umbuzo lo efanele usubekela amadoda. Thina abantu besifazane nje siyakwazi uku-multitask-a, siyakwazi ukukwenza konke. Ngiyabonga.
Ngaphandle kokuba usomahlaya, mhlampe ngabe ikunye usisi Thenjiwe noma uThenjiwe the Comedian akwenzayo ngaphandle komkhakha wezamahlaya?
I am a writer, okay, ngumlingisi, lokho kuyahambisana namahlaya. Ngumbhali, lokho kuyahambisana namahlaya. Like all my TV shows, I write them myself. Everything I do usually ngiyazibhalela mina. Ngisho ngingena esitorini sabantu, ngifuna ukuzibhalela ukuthi uThenjiwe uzothini. I still manje njengoba sikwi-lockdown, I am back to consulting, but I'm consulting part-time. Just ukuze ukwazi ukungena isinkwa nerama nojama endlini bakithi. So yeah, I'm back consulting and this is until further notice. So bona khona ukuthi kuvulwa nini izinto sikwazi ukuphindela emgaqweni siyothokozisa. I also have a studio eZambia because I believe in expanding and not just being, I'm an African, like I said before. I've been so blessed to travel and see opportunities in other places. I co-own a studio in Zambia where they shoot their #1 soapy, which is only a blessing from God, Waleo. What else do I do? And I'm a full-time YouTuber. I do YouTube. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. So those are the things I do.
Okay, ngiyakuzwa sisithenjiwe cha ungumuntu wesimame kodwa owenza izinto ey'nkulu futhi-ke ngiyacabanga ukuthi nabantu abasha emakhaya uyabagqugquzela. Ikuphi nje noma-ke ngiqale la, how do you come up with i-content kukho konke nje okwenzayo?
I listen to my inner voice. I'm very deeply spiritual. I listen to my inner voice. There's nothing engingazi ukuthi ukuhlakanipha kwami. Because sonke siphila emhlabeni owodwa, sonke sibona into eyodwa ngesikhathi esisodwa, but ukuthi mina lena ngiyibone ukuthi i-content, ngiyibone ukuthi ngizoyenza, it just being close with my inner voice nje. Yeah, that's all I do. I listen to my inner voice. I always have a notebook and a pen. When an idea comes, I jot it down or I record it on my phone. I think everyone, because the problem is now, especially as I'm a creative as a South Africa, we are too busy looking at each other. And then you forget, now you have your own part, you have your own gift. We can all listen to our inner voice, we can all have izinto ezi-diverse because there is so much. And I believe at the moment, isikhathi se-Africa, this is time for Africa. This is time to create a content that is promoting izwekazi lethu. So if you can listen to your inner voice, if we can all listen to our inner voices, ungabona i-content esingaphuma nayo, ungabona nemali esingayenza ku-YouTube. Manje inkinga yethu, we want to do what's been done. We want to do what's been tried and tested. That's why we always end up doing izinto ezifanayo ngendlela efanayo. And we can learn from each other, but listen to your inner voice. If everyone can listen to their inner voice, ungabona ngashuba kanjani.
So sisikuza kanjani ukuthi-ke wena usemazweni kodwa still awusikhohlwa la usuka khona, uyakhona ukuthi-ke wenze amahlaya aphinde futhi esijabulise ngesiZulu kodwa while usemazweni ngiyathemba ukuthi la ukhona khona kuvetezwa isilungu.
Yes, and I'm very blessed. I've got dual citizenship, ne-citizenship yase-South Africa, ne-citizenship yase-England. And I think indlela nendlela engakhuliswa ngayo nje ukuthi angiyikhohlwa ukuthi ngubani, and ngiyazi ukuthi English is not a measure of intelligence. Ayisho ukuthi uhlakaniphile kunomunye, ngiyayiqhenya ngengiyikho, and kunezinto ey'ngashokile ngesiNgisi because zimnandi ngesiZulu. So kumnandi ukuzazi ukuthi ubani nokuyiqhenya ngokuthi ubani, because before anything else nje mangiqhamuka uqhamuka um-African, ngisho ngafika ngiphethe i-passport yami ebomvu. And I enjoy Zulu because even when I do comedy, sometimes I'm like, I wish I was performing ekhaya because lento ibizohlekisa ngoba izoba relevant kubantu basekhaya. And I believe ukuthi isiZulu sethu is one beautiful language, a poetic. Oba nami ufunda ama-subtitles ukuthi wena usi-understanda isiZulu, like labantu abafunda ama-subtitles as they are missing out because abayizwa kahle lento eshiwoyo, and it's not what we say, it's how we say it. But-ke abanye abantu banakho nje lokho ukuthi umuntu afike egoli hlampe after 30 minutes sekathi mara tune. Ngenhlanhla mina-ke angibusiswanga ngalokho. Lo ngaba yilo Thenjiwe nje. And I don't know, maybe ngusikhotheni ukuthi ngiyayazi ne-history yethu. So angeke ngize ngilahle ubumina ngoba ngithi ngizama uku-impress abanye. But having said that, especially as ama-content creators abafuna ukuphasa on i-message, it's important ukuthi sisikhulume nesiNgisi ukuze singanciphisi abantu abakwazi ukubukela ama-channel ethu. And abantu basekhaya, I don't want to lie to you, abasaphothani. Abalalele bangasho, bangaphika mebephika, abasaphothani. So ukuze sikwazi ukukhula as ama-content creator, kubalulekile ukuthi sifake nesiNgisi ukuze sikwazi uku-attract-a nabanye abantu bangaphandle. Because as much as sibenzela senza ngesiZulu sizama ukuba-accommodate, we are playing an unfair game because abantu esibenzelayo are not giving us the support efanele basinika yona. So nje abantu must know ukuthi bangakhali mebebona amanye ama-content creators enza ngesingisi. It doesn't mean ukuthi babukela phansi ama-language abo or ama-cultures abo. It's just because at the end of the day, especially with YouTube, YouTube is a career for a lot of people. So if you are focusing on South Africa, uzolamba baba.
Hayi cha, ngiyakuzwa kakhulu sisi. So kunomuntu omusha ohleli ekhaya obona yonke into impossible. So ungathini kuyena lowo muntu njengamanje zonke izinto eziningi eseyidingayo especially njengamafoni siyakhona ukuba ne-access kwi-internet, kodwa ke khona abantu ababona ngazi ukuthi still akukho enough lokho-ke. Ungathini kuyena?
Abantu kufanele bavule iy'ndlebe bavule amehlo. E-South Africa sinengqondo yokuba balandeli, but because indlela esifundiswe ngayo nendlela i-system yethu edesignwe ngayo sidesignela ukuthi sibe okhangezile. That's why kungase kuze kuyagqugquzela ukuthi asihole imali yeqolo. It's so much easier ukuhola imali yeqolo than ukuthola ibhasari. It's so much easier ukuthola imali yeqolo than ukuthi uxhaswe nge-business plan yakho. So umuntu fanele sibuka ama-opportunities, especially lesikhathi esibhekene nazo siphila emafonini. Don't just use ifoni yakho to ukusebenzisa imali. Find ways ukuthi yini engingayenza engangingenisela imali ngale phone. I-content is all around us. Imagine nje if we had a vlogger, ovlogger nandi, noma ovlogger emafarm ensusi, just showing us i-lifestyle. But angithi wonke umuntu ufuna ukuthi abumihlala vlogge kuma-private jet. But we already have those. Sinabo base-America, sinabo base-UK. If we could just go back to our roots and be original in what we create and be original in the message esihambisa ngaphandle kwamanye amazwe, singakhula. So noma kuthiwa umuntu uhlalaphi, don't wait ukuthi uzokwenza uYouTube singokhamisa ngithele vele South Africa. Don't wait for ukuthi ngiyowenza nami uYouTube mase nginemoto, ngiyowenza nami uYouTube mengabe sengihlale esentini. Start from where you are. If you look at I'll make an example of Miss Trudy, a Kenyan YouTuber. Phone. She made it to 100,000. Uvlogga ngakubo. Manje usekwazi nokutravel because she's making enough money to travel the world. But she started with where she was, with what she had. Look at people
Yo.
Start with what you have, where you are. Thina sifuna so copy and paste, sifuna ukulinda ngize ngibe njengomama Mkhize uyolinda uyoze ufeke. Ngoba uyasaba ukuthi bazothini nje ngabe ngivela. The world wants to see you uphekela ebhodweni lesizulu. The world wants to see you ukuthi umuntu ohlala emjondolo uhlala kanjani. The world wants to see you ukuthi umuntu khona abantu abalala phansi. That's into interestayo leyo. And that's what we can take you from poverty ikuwelise ngale. Wonke umuntu unayo ifoni. Kodwa emafonini senzani? Sishare indaba siyahleba nje sibhizi so rahade emafonini. So akekho umuntu onganayo opportunity. As long as you are on social media nje. Uyathandela.
Cha, ngiyakuzwa kakhulu sisi. Ngiyathemba ukuthi ke inkulumo ekhulumayo izokha kakhulu kobanye abantu abeza ngemumva, njengoba izinto eziningi sinokuyibona ngazi ukuthi mina ngubani ngaqala into kanje, ngakwenza kanjani ukuthi. So sisi laphana ama-series wakho laphana iKhambule Family. So kukho konke lokhu ubani obehind, usushilo wathi uyabhala so mhlambe ngabe uyayididiyelela futhi noma kunethimba elithile elisebenza nawe njengoba usifazane. Siyazi ukuthi ke ezintweni ezikanjena kunokuthi hayi mina ngumuntu wesifazane ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi lo dinga.
No, ngiyakwazi nje ukuyibambela. Yebo, nginayo i-team. I do have people engisebenza nabo who help with i-production, njengo-producer or director, kanjalo plus nabantu baleyo channel esisuke sisebenzela nabo bayaba involved in making sure ukuthi i-product iba yilento abayifunayo. But nothing should stop you ukuthi wenze into uzuyitshela ukuthi hayi mina ngoyenza into yami isizovela ku-TV. Mina I started ngefone, ngishutha, ngifaka la. ku-YouTube. That's how I was even noticed by ama-television stations ukuthi nezinto zami ngize ngikwazi ukuyifaka ka-TV. So if ulinde ukuthi wena kuzoqhamuka sekuqhamuka nje u-executive omkhulu waka-TV esethi woza ngikufake ngiyakubona wena ingathi une-talent, akekho. But if you start recording yourself ngale phone oyiphethe njengamanje, kuningi ongakwenza. Yeah, so in
Hayi
short,
cha, uyezwakala kakhulu sisi. So ngiyasibona la nesikhathi siya ngokushaya, kuningi kakhulu ebengifisa ukwazi futhi ngiyazi ukuthi-ke nabakhona abafisa ukwazi. So nje in all sesivala, ikuphi ongakusho kubantu ababukele njengamanje nakubantu-ke abasafisa ukungena emkhakheni wezamahlaya, cause abantu banokuthatha imisebenzi ngokwe-status ukuthi mina ngifuna ukuba yini, engabheki ukuthi-ke uyayithandani leyo nto, nanokubukela imali engayenzi into ngothando.
mina into engingayisho ukuthi whatever you do, you must look at umuntu omenzelayo uzofundani, uzotholani lo omenzelayo. Number 2, i-fame yase-Africa, especially eSouth Africa, i-overrated because imvamisa it doesn't come with fortune. So don't do izinto for i-fame, do it because uyayithanda ngempela, ngoba uma uyenzela imali uzoba disappointed very quickly. Uzoba disappointed nje kalula. But if you're doing something because you love it, you are not gonna think you are above anyone else, and you're not gonna start living out of budget yakho because you're trying to keep up with the Jones. Listen to your inner voice, find your talent, and follow it. That's all I can say. And do not worry about your friends. The friends you have today will not be your friends in 5 years or 10 years. So, and the friend you are afraid of ukuthi uzokujudge will do exactly the same thing you've been dreaming of usaba yena ukuthi uzokujudge. So follow your passion, do it with love, and uzowabona ama-results azoyingenela.
So na umbuzo wami kunale series sakho yasekhoti lapha, how do you come up with that content njengoba abantu ayibathatha kakhulu into kanje, kwafika kanjani nje ukuthi wenze into enjengale?
It was just marrying my 2 professions, which is comedy and my court experience. And impela amacala alapha, kodwa a lot of them i-reality. Izinto ezenzekayo ngempela e-court, uma ungathi uhambe nje uyohlala e-court usuku olulodwa, ungabuya ubheme wakholwa, ngeke uze ukholwe izinto abantu abayilethe e-court. Like amacala amaningi. So it's mina ukuthi nje I just do them in a funny way. I use comedy, and which is also part of educating abantu. Even though uhleka, but it's things owazi ukuthi kodwa ngempela umalume angayenza le. Yeah. So it was just me wanting to marry the 2 areas.
Uqinisile. Angazi ukuthi into kanje yenzeka kanjani. Mina ngazi kuthiwa akuhlekwe ecourt, kodwa uma uye ecourt uhamba nje uyohlala, hayi ubuyisisa usibhlungu. Ngiyahluleka nokuyibamba sometimes into eyenzeka lapha. Ngawuthanda kakhulu umsebenzi wakho. It was 2016, 2017 ngiqala ukulandela kahle, ngaba amazed and ngalandela iprofile yakho, ngabuka everything, ngaba amazed ukuthi you are a lawyer kodwa on other side wenza amahlaya akujwayelekile.
We must know ukuthi yabona lezi zinto esiphiwa zona guys, zibalulekile kunezinto esiyifundelayo. I will always advise people ukuthi hamba ufunda, wenze noma i-business course, wenze noma iyona i-law, so that uzokwazi nokuyifunda ama-contract nokuwabhala. But if unesiphiwo, yazi khona abantu abacula abadlula wonke umculo wakwaMuzu, kodwa bacule emlindelweni kuphela because abasithathi serious isiphiwo sabo. Kodwa uyabona ukuthi lo muntu uyacula. Mase kuba khona abacula bawadayisena umusic wabo, but they don't even make money out of it because understand the business side of things. So kubalulekile.
So kuba kanjani nje?
Angizwanga lapha.
Usekhona sisi?
Yebo ngikhona. Kuba kanjani ukuthi?
Ngithi Kuba kanjani where you are mawushaya amahlaya, ngabe bawathakasela amahlaya akho, bona bazizwa benjani ukuthi-ke usemazweni abo and uyinto engajwayelekile?
The British people especially, ngoba right now ngise-England, bayayithanda i-comedy, they have a great sense of humor, and bayazazi izono zabo. So mina, my comedy is based on reality. I question the izinto abazenza. I talk a lot about colonialism. I talk a lot about religion. Because I have answers that I need. I wish you had watched my show. I was streaming my show, which I recorded here in England. I might stream it again end of September for my birthday as a birthday special. But nje ilokhuzana. Abantu base-Britain, I love doing comedy here. It's ekhaya kumnandi nakhona, especially the language makes it even nicer and the point of reference isn't okhule ngazo. But we're still too sensitive, abantu base-South Africa. Like mangenza comedy kuze kube kona ama-South Africa sayibo watshela belungu lento ngithi mina bayahleka nje bona bayazi bayenza apha amangami angibaqambela ngithi amanga. So I wish we can learn from British. British are way ahead of us when it comes to comedy. They understand comedy. They understand dark humor. They understand comedy. It's not just comedy about kwakhona imfanele uthi zayigqwa amateka angafani zahamza kangqongqoze ezulwini yabo lamajoke abhedayo nje angekho. No, they don't do that, which is what I love about being here.
Hayi, ngiyakuzwa kakhulu Thenjiwe, ngiyabona nesikhathi sesashaya, angivele ngikudedele sisi. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi-ke uhloniphe under Izwi The Media, usiphe ithuba lokuthi-ke sibe nawe. Ngithi-ke ubuntu mabande, uqhubeke njalo wenze nakwabanye. Siyabonga kakhulu sisi.
Thank you so much. Ngiyabonga kakhulu Zwide, ngikufisela okuhle kodwa. Kunyuke konke, kukhanye konke. Channel yakho abantu basubscribe, and South Africans need to know ukuthi usubscribe kwi-channel enye akusho ukuthi awusakwazi ukusubscribe kwamanye. YouTube is not a relationship, guys. Let us subscribe to each other. We need to support each other. Thina kuqala singama content creators ku-YouTube, and then uma besibona sihlangene bazobona ukuthi this is an industry, and then we are most likely to attract nabanye abantu. So keep up the good work. And let us support each other and let us continue growing. Abantu bakwamanye amazwe basishiyela kude as ama-South Africans. It's embarrassing. Mungabe ucabanga ukuthi ubabuka abanye abantu uma ukhuluma nabo bakwamanye amazwe ukuthi even amazwe siwabukela phansi siyitshela ukuthi si-strong kunawo kwi-GDP as ama-South Africans, but asifiki ndawo ekubambaneni kwabo, especially kule ndima ya-YouTube, asifiki ndawo futhi emalini abayenzayo. This can change your life, this can be your career, but we need each other and we need to make sure that we keep producing i-content. Ngiyabonga.
Hayi, ngiyabonga kakhulu sisi, nami ngufisela konke bese ngishilo nje ukuthi-ke umuntu ozithobe kakhulu and kuyamangaza kakhulu lokho-ke. Ngiyabonga kakhulu usisi wami. Hhayi-ke bafowethu, besinaye-ke uThenjiwe, usisi wethu uThenjiwe the Comedian, lo enimaziyo yedwa, the one and only. So siyabonga kakhulu kubo bonke abantu abathe bathatha isikhathi sabo badela ubuthongo bakhona ukuthi-ke bebukele lo live wethu-ke. Ngicabanga ukuthi-ke sizohlezi sinilethela izinto ezinje khona la kwizwi The Media. Bafethu-ke hhayi-ke bathi-ke ukwanda kwaliwo mthakathi. Mina-ke ngiyintathele ka-YouTube sengiyayigqobha khona la, ngiyaphela-ke khona la, ngithi-ke asiphinde futhi sibonane ngesikhathi esizayo.